Mike, we're here at Mach 2018. It's good to see you stand. It looks like a lovely stand. You've got some lovely machines.
Thank
I
you.
mean, let's talk about this Leadwell LTC. This is a new model.
Yeah, it is a new model. As you know, Paul, we're well into machining centres, and we've got a cracking range of simple 3 and 4, 5-axis now machining centres. We're pretty well known for the Leadwell VMCs. We do a wide range of them, capacities. I suppose really we've been looking for new lathes. We've always had 2-axis lathes. They've been machines that we've sold to many customers. As you know, there are thousands of Leadwell machines around the UK. The LTC20 DM that we're showing today, and it's the first time that we've shown it in the UK, is really our move into multi-axis turning machines. DMY, as the MY would suggest, it's milling and it's Y-axis. Now you might think, well, there's a lot of machines out there like that. But we believe that Leadwell are bringing what we always bring into the market is good value for money.
I think that's a case in point, really. I was going to ask you, Leadwell as a brand, where do you see it positioned from an opinion of not just the seller, but the owner of an engineering company that's buying these machines? Good value for money, that's a good way to describe it.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the key, really, for us. There are a lot of machines out there. The brand has stood out for many, many years. I've actually been involved with Leadwell for 30 years, as a lot of the team have. We've got a product that I believe represents absolute value for money. We're not at the top end of the price scale, we're not at the bottom. So I would say we're a mid-range machine tool.
But when it comes to the technology now, you're adding the technology into that as well then with this machine. Some of the points you highlighted to me earlier, tell us about the turret here and the 24 positions.
Yeah, of course. As you know, we are now part of the FFG group. So that brings with it some benefits in terms of shared technology between everybody in the group. Technology, well, with us, I mean, we use a BMT 55 turret on this machine. It's got half a degree indexing, so we can set the machine up either with a 12-station turret or a 24-station turret. Largely depends on the diameter of the part for the customer, but it really does give us that option. When we order machines, we can either set it up in the factory for the client's requirements, or when he even comes here with a different set of tool holders, we can utilise that half a degree indexing.
And that half a degree really comes into its own when you start introducing sub-spindles onto the machine, which you can do because you need more tools, you've got more complicated parts. This machine has that Y-axis function as well, so again, another level. When it comes to the actual size of the machine, we won't go into the finite details, but it's got quite a long bed length as well, I notice.
Yeah, it's got long bed length. We start in turning lengths of around about 560 mil, and we can go even longer. If you look at our traditional lathe range, we do usually start off at a metre or just under, and we can go up to metre, metre and a half, 2 metres, so on and so forth.
That's important to stress then, that these machines do come in various sizes. We're talking about technology, one thing is great. What about reliability and build quality? How's this machine built?
It's built by the longest standing brand name in Taiwan. I think when you look at the build quality of a Leadwell machine, we came in for a lot of criticism in the early days, and I'm talking early days, late 80s, early 90s. But now, of course, Leadwell are producing a quality machine. Taiwan's recognised as one of the best manufacturers of this type of machine. I'm just very pleased that we're associated with it. I like to think also that if anybody thinks about a Leadwell machine in the UK, they think of my company. And, you know, I think the quality's there, Paul. I mean, it's for all to see. We don't hide anything, and the reliability's there as well.
You mentioned to me earlier as well about this is a fully box guide way construction machine, which also helps, doesn't it, for heavier duty applications?
Absolutely, absolutely. Of course, we do the linear slideway machines, roller linear slideways, I'll say. There's a slight advantage on cost. We don't see that a boxway machine is required for every application, but certainly, you know, we like to offer the range. And if you look at our product portfolio, it's quite extensive.
And when you bring these machines in, I'm seeing here we've got parts bins, parts catchers. Are you equipping them like that here for the UK market?
Yeah. There's no point in us offering a machine that hasn't got some of this, what I consider to be a standard on a machine tool nowadays. Parts catchers, chip conveyors. I mean, we can't sell them without them. You know, Fanuc controls, we always put the best controls on that we can within that price range. Like we always include manual guide eye. Options on this, we're talking about a bar feed perhaps.
And this opens up new avenues, not just for Leadwell, but for your company, as you mentioned, for Lead Precision Machine Tools. Now you've got a great opportunity ahead of you in the coming years with this sort of technology, haven't you?
I like to think so, yes. I mean, I think really Leadwell have always been a very strong company. I think with the integration now within the FFG group, we are seeing benefits come through. I'd like to see some savings on cost, but who wouldn't? And actually on that point, we're a company that always actually quotes a price which is very near to the price the guy's going to pay. You know, the only influences on that might be freight costs or the rates I can buy machines at, but we've got a good reputation for being very straight about the pricing structure. And I suppose really that's the type of company I've got. We're straight about the products, we're straight about the deals.
And that's the reputation that you do have. So with this, and your portfolio, I'm sure you'll have some success. Thank you, Mike.
Thanks very much indeed, Paul. Nice to see you.